All right, so in honor, I guess, of Steve Phelps, we've got a great little segment of the show, President for the Day. So what I wanted to get done here is to try to understand, if you were president of NASCAR, what would you do?
You just have one day to get it done?
One day.
Got to make it happen.
Yep.
Do you have an idea? I've got one.
I'm still thinking.
All right.
I struggle with this one. It's a very difficult. I've been asked this a million times. It's not easy.
It's a conversation that people like to have all the time because everyone has an opinion on how they would fix NASCAR. Here's mine.
Go. I'm going to give you a little racing engine in the background.
Good, thank you. It kind of needs it. All right. I would make it where the drivers could talk and communicate to each other during the race. I want to be able, hey, you could even give them a little CB radio. Days you got your ears on, Boyer? You know, I don't know.
Come on, turkey.
I'm serious, though. Now, think about this. And this is not just some, I'm serious. I have thought this for years. I want to be, if they're really so big and bad like they think they are, I want them to be able to say it to each other. I don't want them to be able to talk through spotters, and I really don't want them to have to talk through media, the post-race interviews. I want them to say it to each other during the race. And that doesn't seem like that would be that hard. It doesn't seem like it would be that hard. Think about the viewer. If you could hear Clint Boyer in the car during qualifying as Ryan Newman blocks his center lane, hear what Boyer has to say about that. And actually not even hear what he has to say about it. Hear him tell Newman, get your ass out of the way.
Oh, please, let's do this while Kurt Busch is still running.
Kurt Busch.
Please.
Honestly, this is when I first thought of this. This is years ago. I want to be able to hear Kurt Busch say something to his team because, he was always dogging his teammates. It doesn't matter what team. Roush, Stewart Haas. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I wanted to hear him do it with the teammates and hear the reaction. I don't know. I just like it. It seems like in today's technology, we could make that happen. That way I don't have to hear TJ go, I told a spotter. I don't want the spotters to get involved in it. I want to be able to hear it. I think it'd be good TV. That's me.
I love that idea.
Matthew,
it's different.
I think it's a great idea, Mike. Drivers talking to each other. That way they can. I think that would create more drama on the track if they could degrade each other.
Yeah, degrade each other. Think about even at the restrictor plate tracks. Matthew, you reminded me, was there not a time when the drivers could talk to each other?
Yeah, there was that dial. Remember that dial?
Yeah, we had a dial on the dash. You could turn it to each driver.
Right. During the what did you call it? The dancing partners phase.
Tandem.
The tandem phase.
Yeah.
Well, just have, maybe you have your favorite five, like on the phones.
So it's like a Seinfeld.
Maybe you ain't got a ball.
You didn't make my speed dial.
Maybe you got 5 people you think you may have something to say to during the race.
Okay.
Put your 5 on there.
Oh, Lord.
Matthew.
All right. I would run the truck series. I'd revamp the truck series. I think most of their events are companion.
You would be president of the truck series?
No, well, I think there's a lot of things that we can just hold up here. The truck series would be better served. Hear me out on this. Truck series would be better served instead of running as a third companion in the Cup weekends. They would be better served running companion events at short tracks with ARCA, with the East Series, with the West Series. Especially start out West, then have shows with the East Series and ARCA. That would make the foundation of the sport stronger. But as far as Cup, it's bottom line, noon start times. I know there's different parties involved that may not like that, but I've always said if you want to hook the viewer, especially during football season, you have zero chance, you have less of a chance to do so starting the races at 2 or 3 o'clock. If I'm sitting on my couch and I'm going to have a football game starting at 1 and the race comes on, you hooked me. You give me a chance for an hour to be hooked, okay? And then maybe my team doesn't play till 4. So I'll watch that whole race. Well, me, I'm a nerd. I'll watch it either way. But for a person that's split between that gives our sport more of a chance to have eyes on it, noon start times.
But what is I missed this, the truck series. So you're saying you would noon start times for Cup or for trucks?
Noon start times for Cup. Trucks need to be revamped, get back to the old school short tracks, run them with the East Series and the West Series. It'll bring new life into the truck series. East Series competitors, West Series competitors that buy trucks, get involved. ARCA, now that NASCAR's purchased ARCA, I think that would be a huge thing as well.
So you got 2 decisions you made on your day.
Heck yeah,
your
man.
day.
I'm working
That was big.
hard.
You packed that day full.
I'm working
Making
hard.
it a full day.
Working hard. What about you?
I mean, I'm obviously social media, so I need to be able to sit at the racetrack and have functioning Wi-Fi. I know that's something that
It's huge.
that a lot of places struggle with. And I'm kind of new around here, and I know that was a big struggle on the NHRA side. So that would be probably top of my priority list. But then I also have this crazy dream in my head of creating the ultimate motorsports experience and make it one weekend, have the World of Outlaws on Friday night, have an NHRA exhibition on Saturday, and race cup cars on Sunday.
I know a track that could do that. I know
Yeah.
a track that could, SMI
Maybe,
could.
yeah. You can do it at Vegas as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Good idea. Yeah.
Very cool. I like these ideas are amazing, and I would have to focus my my time on the new Gen 7 car, and I would want it to look as identical to the manufactured production model as possible. I'm talking off the ground, body panels, every measurement almost as identical as I could possibly get it to the production model, to where it was unmistakable.
Cup holder.
As to what car you were looking at and who was the manufacturer of that car. I would have them design an open engine that wasn't limited by spacer plates or anything like that. That was creating 550 horsepower. So there would hopefully be more throttle response for the drivers in the corner. I would eliminate every ounce of downforce that I possibly could off the cars. That's including side force as well. And I would try to find a way to put as much possible drag on the nose of the cars as I possibly could. Whether that's, standing the windshields back up toward the production models.
That would be cool.
Whatever it takes to get drag on the front half of the car. Because I think that would help sort of disable the leader just a little bit and give the following cars that advantage to draft up and get the slingshot possibly back into racing.
What would you do with the spoiler in the back? Like I really would want to know what you would think on that.
I'd just let the teams put whatever they wanted.
Okay.
Really?
I'd make it real short and ineffective, and they could lay the summits down flat if they wanted to. And I'd also make a more, I'd narrow the tire up. I would think about all kinds of different things you could do with the tire. I've heard the drivers talk about having different size wheels and maybe a shorter profile tire or whatever. I don't know. That would be something I'd listen to and want to know more about of why you would want to do those things. But I think less tire on the ground is going to take away some grip and corner speed. We've always searched for a way to really slow down the corner speeds a little bit and get off throttle time, and I think less tire on the ground would achieve that, and it'd be a very risky move to try to develop that tire and safely, but that'd be a direction that I'd try to go to create this new Gen 7 car. Is a great opportunity to really make all these changes, and I'd not want to miss those opportunities. But I think you guys had a lot of great ideas. The Wi-Fi.
Well, it's funny. Every one of our ideas were in our respective corners of the earth here. Dale Jr. was the most driver idea ever, right? He wanted to make changes to the car.
Yeah.
Leah wanted to do something to make social media better.
Yeah.
Right?
Perfect.
A lot of people on
Matthew
social
wants
media.
his TV time.
Yeah. When I went online and asked the fans about Phelps and what we should ask them, a lot of people talked about Wi-Fi. And,
No excuse on why you don't have that problem fixed. We shouldn't have to be president for a day to fix that.
Yeah.
That should have been done 5 years ago. Anyways.
Work on that, Leah.
I'm on it.
No, for real.